Founder and executive director of Signal, the Sino-Israel Global Network and Academic Leadership, joins us now for more on that. Not a dull moment, Carice, anywhere in the world, it seems, at the moment. First and foremost, what do we know about the circumstances of Chin's disappearance?
Well, as you said, the assumption at first, it was said that it was health reasons. Then the foreign ministry spokesperson was saying that they had no comment. They really had no information. Now it does look like it's for disciplinary reasons, and there are, in a vacuum, it gets filled with rumors, and the rumor room is discussing a variety of, from somewhat salacious to geopolitical reasons. Russia is one subject that is said to be a cause, that he perhaps is a scapegoat for failed policy. Just 2 days later, there was a comment by the ambassador to the EU, the PRC's envoy to Europe, on June 27th, saying that Beijing could possibly back Ukraine's aims of reclaiming territory, even Crimea. And that was very unexpected. It could be his personal view. It was reported in Al Jazeera. It's hard to say. Another reason that's been given is that somebody made public a personal, intimate relationship that Qin Gang supposedly had that resulted in an extramarital child that's living in the United States. So there are a number of reasons, but the most important factor, I would say, is that he was promoted ahead of others with more seniority and more experience. He was the former head of Shanghai during that very terrible, long lockdown, and many thought he would be demoted, and it was a real surprise for everyone to discover he was going to be made foreign minister, which was an indication of his very trusted relationship with President Xi.
Yeah, so obviously did not last long. Is the Xi administration excusing itself in any way? Is it in a position where it is required either by foreign powers, the United States, the EU, Russia, maybe even, I'm not talking about Chinese netizens that are looking for answers, but by world powers to answer, where is Qin?
It is a domestic affair, and as we've all heard so many times, nobody interferes in China's domestic matters. You even heard now in the clip the U.S. perspective as well. It's up to China to decide. They have their own reasons. So I don't think they need to answer to anyone. And they'll choose to answer in a way that is most suitable to China, which makes sense.
Okay. What does it mean for Chinese policy towards the Middle East that Wang Yi is back? And if you can give us the broader perspective as well, we've seen a new initiative, of course, being put forward by President Xi for negotiations between Israel and the Palestinians. They have, of course, been involved in negotiations between Saudi Arabia and Iran, etc.
You're absolutely right. This probably puts a few more notches of pressure down the line for Israel with respect to a number of initiatives regarding the Middle East. Built into the Saudi-Iran agreement was Xi Jinping's Global Security Initiative, which has certain principles that are not good for Israel, such as indivisible security, which Wang Yi said this initiative should serve as the security architecture for all the Middle East. Given the Chinese stance on the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, where they are fully on the side of the Palestinians and put tremendous pressure on Israel when they can, for them to be designing the security architecture for the region could pose a big problem for Israel. Another factor is their growing presence in the Gulf with respect to high-tech development, R&D, which is going to perhaps put pressure on Israel regarding the Abraham Accords. And Israel's going to have to look for ways to address these challenges, new and creative ways.
Carice, Witte, Signal, a pleasure as always. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.